coming up here on this special edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Here's what we're going to be talking about. Coming up, Mark Davis versus Big Brody King. See that coming up here on Dynamite. Coming up here. One of the two tiny men are going to be beating the hell out of each other. We'll see coming up. As well as this, the Mile High Madness. All these men led by Ricochet. Ricochet leads the team of the Demand and FTR, the tag team champions, against General Jack Perry and the Bucks and the rest. We're going to have the Mile High Madness. Anything goes. Thumbnail right here. No Escape. Texas Death Match. MJF trying to get himself out of a pickle. The World Title match, but Tony Khan made it official. We'll get to it coming up here. Get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the AEW Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the AEW Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget, you can subscribe here on the platform on our telecast. Let's not waste no time whatsoever. Let's go, y'all. Get everything started right here, right now. We'll get this thing started right here, right now, with John Moxley. Moxley came out there. John Moxley started the show. John Moxley made it seem to his own little spreaders that he was gonna start business. He went against who Moxley went against, but Moxley do his thing and won the match tonight. So John Moxley doing what he needs to do. And one thing about John Moxley knows a thing or two about him. And John Moxley did so tonight by doing what he needed to do. AEW was so. It just wasn't enough that many people would have thought and would have said. But Moxley won his match tonight. Also, Swerve Strickland explained his actions of last week, why he did what he did, attack Kenny Omega, left Kenny Omega laying out in the ring. Swerve now a heel. They Swerve Strickland now kind of feels like a heel, kind of acts like a heel, kind of AEW champion. And anybody gets in his way, he's gonna stop him and stump him. So Swerve making that pact right there with the announcers. I don't know what that's going to go down with Swerve. Plus two, we see right here Darby Allin return, helping out his friend Orange Cassidy. Darby Allin coming out there, helping out Orange Cassidy tonight. Orange Cassidy, the situation that with them and Darby Allin getting his thing going. Also, too, Kevin Knight, one of the high fly enigmas. Kevin Knight's gonna be something. And Kevin Knight, looking good, feeling good. And Kevin Knight won his match and saying that he wants to be next in line for a world championship match. If he got to go through his tag team partner Hangman to get it, Kevin Knight wants to do it. But Kevin Knight putting himself on the map. I can see Kevin Knight being a future secondary champion right now, but Kevin Knight has those aspirations and stuff. I can see that being for Kevin Knight, but Kevin Knight talking that Hangman was gonna win, and saying Hangman didn't win, that he was gonna go challenge Hangman or either MJF for the world championship. He's not ready yet, but I get it. I understand. We'll talk about the world title picture a little bit later on. Speaking of the world title for the women's championship, Tekla will have her first championship defense. Show the Tekla. Tekla will get a shot of the women's championship. Tekla will defend her women's championship next week against former champion Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa looking for some gold. Will Thunder Rosa win the women's championship at her hometown? Or will Tekla be having a successful title defense? That's the question everybody wants to know and everybody wants to ask. So we'll see how that's gonna come down to that as well. So we're looking forward to seeing that as well next week. Speaking of that, hey man, Adam Page tried to get in the face of MJF. MJF was trying to play slick. Hangman won the Texas Death Match. We kind of knew it was going to be that way. But MJF saying he was going to decide to make the rules, and he did. It was going to be a coin toss, and we kind of know that's the old trick in the book. But MJF really knows better. But MJF doesn't care. MJF tried to trick Hangman in the audience that he was going with heads, and Hangman was going to go with Texas Death. MJF won the coin toss. MJF had put this as it was a no disqualification only for him that he can use rules, but for Hangman, if Hangman gets himself disqualified, he won't win the title. Well, there's a lot going on, a lot at stake. We told you last week. Hangman said that if he doesn't attempt to win the championship, he's done. He won't challenge for the AEW championship forever. Like, what? Are you kidding me? That's that same Cody Rhodes stipulation that they did, but AEW always put themselves in the corner to do stuff like that. But he said we'll see. But we saw that the deck was stacked for MJF. He tried to escape, but MJF couldn't escape. After we saw that Brody King came out there and Kevin Knight, Speedball, Mike Bailey, all of them came out there to corner MJF, and MJF cheated. MJF tried to cheat. MJF did what he needed to do, and now MJF is stacked. The deck is stacked against him. Now MJF must defend the world championship by proxy via Tony Khan, who made the match official. That it's going to be that way for the world championship at Revolution. So we'll see that match coming up. MJF putting himself in more ways than one. I can tell you that right now. Like we said, we're going to see that match for the world championship. A match that's going to be headed for as well. So looking forward to seeing that for the world title at Revolution. Also, too, right here, looks like Willow Nightingale might have some real formidable competition. Willow getting attacked. Willow getting attacked from behind. Willow feeling the mild effects of her attack, and Willow Nightingale feeling that and sensing that as well. So we see Nightingale feeling that, feeling, feeling the feeling what she had to feel. So we see how that's gonna go for Willow. Like getting attacked from behind by this new challenger. This match too happened too right here. You see how Brandino's back. Brandino come back and Aiden Brody King. So we saw that as well tonight. Not too much going on tonight. AEW. We see that Kyle Fletcher, the TNT champion, as well as national champion, side by side with Don Callis. So we'll see what they got shaking up. Really wasn't nothing going on tonight. The main part was the no escape MJF and Hangman Page. Also, too, we see that the Mile High Madness anything goes match, basically like a Falls Count Anywhere match. We saw who emerged victorious in but the man really didn't have a chance tonight. Like we saw tonight that Jungle Jack Perry, the Young Bucks, and the Rascals won their match. So the end AEW tonight as they did. So AEW, one thing that was interesting was the MJF. and Hangman situation. Everything else was kind of falling flat tonight. So see how that went down tonight. All right. Before we leave off, I'll tell you this right here. They're doing SummerSlam, and looks who's on the poster. Who's on the SummerSlam poster? We see Seth Rollins. See Roman Reigns. We see Cody Rhodes. We see LA Knight. So they're gonna be part of SummerSlam coming up in Minnesota. We'll see how that's gonna go down eventually. But this AEW was so. I guess they got to have more compelling matches. It just wasn't compelling enough to me tonight. But it is what it is. Thank you all for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the AEW Ring Report. I've been your host, Kendra Dixon, and so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the TNA Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.